Chicago, what's your bullshit excuse for losing this one? There's absolutely no reason why you guys are trailing 3-2 to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who don't even have their big man Kevin Love. Okay? But I understand the injury to Pau Gasol has really affected the Bulls the last 2 games. I think had Pau Gasol played, I think the series would have been over. I honestly think had Pau Gasol stayed healthy, I thought the Bulls maybe would have won this series. I thought this series would have been over by now. But no. Instead, tomorrow night, they have an elimination game at home. It's Game 6. And they're down 3-2 in an elimination process. Now, Chicago, you're dealing with an injury-rattled Cleveland Cavaliers team, okay? LeBron James has a sore ankle. Kyrie Irving has both a foot and he has knee tendonitis. He has a foot problem. I don't know what the real status is. I don't know if it's strained or if it's pulled or whatever the shit is, but he has a foot injury and knee tendonitis. Okay, and he's still shitting the mouths of the Chicago Bulls. Scored 25 points. He clearly outplayed Derrick Rose. In that duel, he outdueled Derrick Rose. And LeBron James shit in the mouth of Joakim Noah. Now, the X factor within this Cavs-Bulls series has been the guy who I've said the whole time. And I have people who witnessed me saying this. The person that I strongly believe is the X factor in this series is Iman Shumpert. With Love going down because of the injury, that means Shumpert had to step up because of the suspension of J.R. Smith. But this is basically how it's gone. The Cavaliers haven't lost since that bullshit buzzer beater 3 that fucking Derrick Rose hit and Bulls fans were acting like they won the NBA Finals. Let's get one thing straight. The Bulls had a shot to eliminate Cleveland by now. They should be sitting in the Eastern Conference Finals right now. They have a healthy Derrick Rose. They acquired Pau Gasol in the offseason. They had all these pieces. I mean, Pau Gasol playing phenomenal this year in his first year in Chicago. And then Jimmy Butler is a player that has really improved in the past year. Okay? Jimmy Butler, I don't know what he was thinking last night when they were down by 5 with like 6 seconds to go, or 9 seconds to go or some shit like that, and he had to take a 3, but he went into the lane and made a layup. Like, what? Like, if anybody you're going to foul is maybe Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving's like almost a 90% free throw shooter. I don't know why. I mean, but this series is becoming ultimately what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a great series. I still think it will go to 7 games. But at most, maybe, just maybe, it could end in 6 games. It could end. Because, obviously, LeBron James had that big jumper at the buzzer in Game 4 to save us from going down 1-3. But made it 2-2. But I think credit needs to be given where credit is due. Okay? When I say a guy that's been doing really well in this series, handling himself down there with Gasol and Joakim Noah, but more of Joakim Noah, and now Taj Gibson, is Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson's been really impressive, folks. If it wasn't for Tristan Thompson, I guarantee you we would not be sitting at 3-2. Tristan Thompson is playing in his rookie season in the playoffs. Okay? Just like some of the rest of this young core group of guys. Kyrie, Iman Shumpert. I lied. Shumpert's already been in the playoffs. He was in the playoffs with the Knicks last year. Kyrie, Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love. These guys playing in their first playoff series, and guys like Tristan Thompson have been very impressive. They've been very impressive. Tristan Thompson, obviously Kyrie's been amazing, but I just read something on Twitter actually last night. See if I can pull it up here real quick. Yeah, it says that it's a rave about how LeBron was praising Tristan Thompson for his play. And I guarantee you he's not the only one praising Tristan Thompson, because Tristan Thompson's been having to battle hard when you consider he has to battle three big men on Chicago's lineup and on the bench. They obviously had to deal with Pau Gasol in games 1, 2, and 3 for the most part. And then they had to deal with Joakim Noah. You know, that motherfucker. I may be the only biased Cleveland fan saying this, but I'm the only one that seems to not have a problem with Joakim Noah. I don't know why. I think Joakim Noah is a phenomenal player, and I feel like a lot of people give him way too much shit because, you know, he gets too riled up in the moment. And I believe Joakim's more about having a fierce competitiveness than trying to insult somebody. Like the other day when he called LeBron a little pussy-ass bitch. Or a bitch, or some shit like that. I don't even know. But at the end of the day, you can't take anybody out of this lineup and say we would have won either way had you take a certain player out of the lineup. Okay? Obviously, if we didn't have LeBron, we'd be fucked. If we didn't have Kyrie or LeBron, then we'd be shit. We would probably lose the series. But guys like J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Tristan Thompson, and even Timofey Mozgov has been very good in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, I'm still happy that these guys are playing tough. I'm happy that Kyrie's playing through two injuries. And, you know, I hope for the best that we can close this out tomorrow, guys. I really want us to close it out tomorrow. Because I don't like the Bulls. And I think a lot of people outside of Chicago, majority of them are wanting the Cavs to lose. Because, I don't know. I don't know for whatever reason. But, I mean, I have seen a couple people on Twitter say, am I the only person who doesn't want the Cavs to lose to the Chicago Bulls? But here's the thing, though. The Bulls, you cannot lie. They have a phenomenal team. They're well-disciplined. Okay? They're well-disciplined. They're not well-coached. I think Tom Thibodeau's a fucking atrocious coach. I think Tom Thibodeau reminds me of Homer Simpson, where he's a big fucking guy, and his brain is a fucking monkey with those fucking drummer sets where they go bing, 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 bing. That's how I image Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau, I think, is getting a lot of heat from not just, you know, other fans, but he's getting it from his fucking Bulls fans. That, you know, why the fuck, they'd be like, why the fuck haven't we closed this series out? Well, technically, Cleveland could have closed this series out had it not been for a lucky bullshit-ass shot by that pussy motherfucker Derrick Rose. If it wasn't for Derrick Rose's lucky, and I say lucky, because he had no intention on making it, if it wasn't for his lucky three-pointer, the Cavaliers would have already won the series. And realize this, that the Bulls basically were at full strength until they lost Pau Gasol. When they lost Pau Gasol, that's really affected the Chicago Bulls. But I expect it to be a great series, a great conclusion to the series, because obviously it's coming to an end. But like I said, in my belief, I think it will go to 7, but biased Cavaliers fans say it will go to 6. But then yet again, we have to wait and see, because, you know, we have to wait and see if Pau Gasol is playing or not, because Pau Gasol's absence the last 2 games have really affected the outcome of this series. So, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see if the Cavs can close out the series against the Bulls and go to the conference finals. We'll see. We'll see.